Ooh, it's recording. Hey everybody. This will be video 651. It's not a good day. It's not a good day. But it is a good day. I just did 30 minutes of electrolysis right here. She went back and she touched up different areas, so it was everywhere, but it was in here. It was so fucking painful. But I know this will pass. I know this will pass. But this process is so fucking painful. It's not so much the electrolysis that hurts. And you can get creams for it and stuff. But she asked me about my family. And I guess the poor me meter kind of went up. And I could feel the depression meter go up. And it hit the suicide level. And I was like, no, it's not. This too shall pass. You just gotta wait it out. And it's true. But, as with everything in life, there's always gonna be, things can always be worse. It can be better. I have a friend who is also, the depression meter's pegged. And it's such a painful process. Maybe there's peaks, as in everything else in life. There's peaks and troughs. There's crests and troughs. And this is just a low. But for me, the woman talked about, the electrologist asked about my family, and I had to explain that my dad still dead names me. I'm not part of their life. And my sister, who's my only other sibling, she kind of excommunicated me when I transitioned. But it's like, what the fuck did I do to you? What did I do to you to make you cut me off? So, this process, for the most part, it's worth it for me. But there are moments when it just, and I realize these moments will pass. I'm very thankful. The only thing I can say to someone is to count your blessings. This too will pass. But for the moment, it sucks ass. And I was thinking about my friend and what they're going through. And, if you got a full-time job, you have health insurance, and you're taken for, your family loves you and accepts you, but to them, what they're missing is the missing piece, much like me and mine. So, again, we just have to count our blessings and take the pain. Just take it. My ex-wife used to play softball. And she told me a story about her mom just saying, suck it up, walk it off. She ripped a tendon in her foot. And it was in the middle of a softball game, and her mom just said, suck it up, walk it off. Sometimes we need to hear that. Suck it up. But, the statistics are, last time I checked, 50% of post-ops kill themselves. And I get it. I really do. I get it. You know, it's like a Rubik's Cube or a padlock. If all the tumblers click at the right time, boy, suicide is so fucking appealing. And then you think about it for a second and you're like, well, shit, look at how far I've come. Look at how much I've gambled in my life. Look at how much I put on the table. And I risked. Then you get mad. You're like, fuck it. Not mad to get suicide, but you get mad and you're like, I put my shit on the table. I've done my time. If there's balance in this universe, if there's such a thing as karma and balance, I mean, the law of averages, you should do well. Maybe today's a sucky ass day. And this is day one. You know, 1 out of 100 days that sucks ass. I would almost say, I guess we're doing pretty good. And people have bad days, obviously. But like I said, if it's like a padlock, if all the tumblers line up and it comes undone, woo, look out. So maybe that's the advantage of waiting. This too shall pass, you know. The pain will go away, but my situation, I've had half my family disown me. I don't have that support. But how is that any different from another person who their parents have died or passed away? They don't have that opportunity either. You know, we have to count our blessings. We have to count our blessings. I was thinking of the song, and maybe I'll post it in the comments, but This Too Shall Pass by OK Go. You know, when the morning comes, you have another opportunity. This pain will go away. But it's more than what EMLA cream can handle. It was the conversation that popped it. But the other song was I Want It All by Queen. I want it all. I want it all. I'm a man with a one-track mind, too much to do in one lifetime. I'm giving it all. I'm risking it all. I want it all. Isn't that life too? For my friend, they want everything. But just like every people, are we entitled to that too? I don't know. But I gotta cry this out. I gotta be a strong person later today. I've gotta deal with my daughter. Be there for my daughter who needs me. I gotta be a strong woman again. To put on another mask. But by then, things will balance out. I'm pretty sure. Whew. We all have problems. We all have things we want that maybe we don't get. Maybe too I can, again, count your blessings, right? Whew, man. I'll tell you what. 2 years ago, I was transitioning, and you know, I think my therapist at the time, I don't have a see therapist now because I don't have health insurance, but I'm working on it. I called the state yesterday and kind of said, hey, is there anything I can do? And the woman at the state office said, "That's really odd. Your file, I can see it's complete. We were waiting to work on it. They processed them in the order they came in, but yours has been sitting here since January. Nobody's worked on it." And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I'll see what I can do." I was like, "Thank you." But I had to call. I had to call. My grandfather, when he was alive, said that the crying baby gets the milk. Sometimes I guess we have to do that too. I assumed I processed, sent the paperwork in, it would be taken care of, but no. I didn't want to be a pest. So get that rolling, and I'll have health care again. And I can see a psychologist and get my medications going. If you're someone who jumps to conclusions, you're like, that's why she's so fucked up in the head. She's not on her meds. Well, you're probably right. But, oh, golly, I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, be prepared, my friends. Just be prepared. That's all I can say. This process, much like anything else, something can come up out of the blue and totally fuck your world up, totally send you upside down. But that's life in general. It doesn't have to be related to transgender stuff. I just think we have a different set of things on the table. Basic, common stuff, a job, employment is one thing. Family relationships is another. We put those on the table. People just cut you fucking off. It's not fair. Well, nobody said life was fair. Yeah, fuck you too. But, golly, there's always a complaint, isn't there? I'm married. My spouse doesn't love me. I don't feel fulfilled. My job, I don't feel fulfilled. Whew. It's like, what do you risk? What do you deal with first? Do you just sit there and suck it up? What do you do? But again, you don't have to be transgender to have that. That can be anybody. Sorry, I have a FedEx truck behind me. It's blocking me in. We're stuck here now. Anyway, sense of humor is returning. Status updating. Things are getting better. But boy, when those moments, beware of those moments, boy, when all those tumblers come into place and you just want to say, fuck it, throw it all away. Pain. We each have our own. I guess, again, I'll take my own advice and wait for the second wind to come up. But count your blessings. You got a job, you got health care, you're in a relationship with someone. Count your blessings. And then it's up to you to decide if it's something you want to risk. Boy, the reality of this situation, statistically, again, we're all going to end up old and single. Well, chances are we're going to end up old and single. Probably with cats. Oh, but don't cis women. Do a Google search of old woman with cat. You'll be surprised how many hits you get. That's you. That's us, maybe. Nobody knows for sure. All right. Well, I'm getting better. I had a good friend when I worked in theater. He was adorable. He was a dancer. He could sing. He was beautiful, beautiful, handsome young man. And he said that sometimes people, they just want to be hugged. They just want to be told things are going to be okay. They just want a hug. Somebody to hold them. Tell them things are going to be okay. Maybe that's what I feel. And there's nobody here except for my daughter. She doesn't understand. She's too young. But she'll give me a hug. Maybe I can take that. That's where I need to be thankful that my daughter accepts me for who and what I am. And I think if my mom was here, she would accept me. Whew. Whew. So maybe I am a little jealous today. People who can go up to someone and get a hug. But I have other things. I wish the best for everybody, I really do. Whew. We all need whatever help we can get. So, alright. Well, I think I'm going to finish this cry off. Although I think I'm pretty much done. I've had a number of people walk by and look at me in the windshield and wonder what in the hell I'm doing. Coming back on track is what I'm doing. Pieces are falling back into place. Deep breath. Exhale. Things will get better, etc., etc., etc. And I can tell firsthand in the case of my sister who abandoned, excuse me a minute, I'm going to wipe my nose. Whew. My sister who excommunicated me when I transitioned, she said I was an embarrassment. She was tired of explaining myself. Explaining me to her friends. Thanks. All the times I stuck up for her and backed her up, didn't matter. Doesn't matter. Thanks. Appreciate it. But anyway, oh boy, the self-pity meter is rising. I forgot what I was going to say. But it was my sister. I forgot. Oh, an example. My sister is married into a wealthy family right now and hasn't had to work her life. Doesn't work. Doesn't do anything. She's basically retired at 41 years. She's 4 years older than me, so she'd be 51. My sister's basically retired at 51. Doesn't have to do anything. Can you feel the I'm jealous meter rising? And things are not peachy in her life either. So we all have, like I said, there's no ideal situation. I wish things were better for her. I really do, as I would for anyone. No malice for anyone. But it just serves as an example that even in Camelot, there can be issues. There can be problems. There comes another person looking at me. Sorry. So, like I said, every what's the saying? Mo money, mo problems. Anywhere you look, there's going to be pluses and minuses. Obviously, we know that. And these moments, woo, beware, like I said, if all the tumblers fall into place and the lock opens and we lose it, I mean, I guess that's where crying comes in. It's such a release. I've not been on estrogen now for 5 months, so I can't blame it on hormones, because I don't have any hormones. My body doesn't make any. Well, I don't know that for a fact. I'm not a doctor, but Can't blame the hormones on that. There have been other periods in my life where I've had dry spells. Maybe that's a good word. Dry spell. I like that. It's a dry spell. That's what it is. Things are shitty for a little bit. And we don't know what the forecast is. We don't know what the future holds, but we can hope. Day to day, we can hope that it gets better. Whew. All right. You hear that? It's the bell. The clock is ringing. I'm going to take that as a sign that I need to get moving, get my ass moving. I have lots of stuff I want to do today. So we'll take that. Hopefully it's not the bell that rings in the TARDIS that tells the doctor, the clarion bell, that, ooh, something's wrong. All right, sense of humor returning. So, all right, my friends, I'm going to sign off. I don't know if anything can be gleaned from this other than just an example. Although you probably, if you're transgender, you probably don't need an example of how shitty this process can be at times. You probably have experienced it firsthand. If you haven't, God bless you. I hope you never do. But, we move forward. We get back on the horse and we go on. We go on. As I remembered in Big Trouble in Little China, Lopan is the villain. David Lopan. He says, we keep on trying like fools. We keep on going. See, I'm laughing now. What did he say? Something like, and to rule the universe from beyond the grave. Indeed! All right. Sense of humor has returned. Stability has returned. Pain is receding. Whew, boy, things are going to work out. Things are going to work out. Have faith. Sometimes faith is all you have. It's all you have is faith. Sometimes you have a cup of coffee. I couldn't find a coffee mug. What was I going to say? I was signing off. Excuse me. Well, now that you've witnessed me having a full-blown fallout and back together again, what was I going to say? Oh, and I'm always amazed in life how things can change with a phone call or nowadays an email. I have a job application in at Humana where I used to work, but in a different area. You know, that email could come in and I could be interviewed and I could have a job and I could have insurance and things would be rolling back towards where they were, you know. I'm going to if work allows, I'm going to a polka class on Thursday, in a couple days, 2 days from now. So I'm going to go to a polka class and learn how to polka. And it'll be the first time of going to a dance class as a woman. So that'll be kind of cool. When I was in my 20s back at Gainesville, they had a international folk dancers club, and they would teach German dances, and I was the guy. And now I get to do it as a woman, which means you dance backwards, I think, and everything's reversed. And at the time I had trouble because everything was forward, so maybe it was meant to be. Some 20 years ago, now hence 20 years, things will work out. Could meet somebody there. I could meet someone, sweep me off my feet, literally, and you know, those are the things. Ooh, got another emotional wave coming. That's the things we just don't know. We think we know. We're like, oh, this is the way it's going to be for the rest of my life, and there's random things that we just don't know. There's random mutations to us. We're biological. There's random things that happen in life we just have no clue. And maybe those are the carrots that we dangle in front of ourselves to say, up, keep on going. You never know. I could meet a handsome fella at this polka class, and could be the start of the relationship that takes me to the end of my life, being with somebody. You never know. The same way I could get an email at any moment that says, hey, we liked you, come on back in, work for Humana. Don't know. Keep on trying. All right, on that note, we'll see ya. Good luck to you in your own transition. By golly, please don't let I want it all keep you from enjoying what you have, and we just don't know what the future holds. All right, till next time. You know, one other thing I'll say about my channel. Number one, it's unscripted. It's real life, and I don't sugarcoat things. I mean, on average, this has been a pretty good experience. But boy, it has its low moments at times. And I only hope for you have up and up and up and up and up and up and up. I only hope for you in your life it's positive, positive, positive. I guess with the law of averages, you're going to have sucky days too. But I hope that you pull through them, and good luck in your own transition as you figure out the person you're going to be and what's going to happen in your life. All right. Until next time, my friends, good luck. Bye-bye.